let's begin our configuration related to manual check processing, that is configuration of check lot. Wherein the first step in check lot configuration is to create the number range for checks. Here we can use the T code, that is FCHI. What is the T code which we will be using here? It is FCHI, or else you can always use the menu path, that is from SBRO, it is SAP reference IMG, then financial accounting, account receivables and account payables. Here I'll select the business transaction, and next comes outgoing payments, and then automatic outgoing payments, and then I'll select this payment media. Here I'll go to check management, and finally I'll select this define number ranges for checks. When I click on this define number ranges of checks, the system will navigate us to the new window, wherein in this screen we will enter the company code, house bank ID as well as account ID. In my case, I will give the company code as ABCC, house bank as CTM, account ID as VP01, that is vendor payment. And then I will click on this change button. When I click on this change button, the system will navigate us to the new window. In this screen, to maintain the check lot, what we have to do is we have to click on the create button, so that the system will ask for the information in the pop-up window. Here I will enter the lot number, so I will enter the lot number as 1. Now observe here, for check number we have got certain fields, that is from and to fields, wherein the character length of these two fields should be same. To check that, let us do an exercise, that is, I will enter the check number from as 1 and to as 999, and I'll just press the enter key. Will the system allow us? No, the system will not allow. We will get the error message as check numbers cannot have different lengths. So now what I'll do is I'll make the correct entries. For that, I'll enter the from field as 001 and to field as 999. If you observe here, we have the field called next lot number. Correct, right? We have got a field called next lot number. So what does it mean? It means if this check lot 1 which we are creating gets exhausted, then we specify the system for the next lot number to be used. Then we have got another field. What is that field? That is payment methods list. What does it mean? What does it specify? It means if I want to restrict the way of payment, then I can use this field. We also have two more fields under additional information, that is short information and purchase date. This we use it based on our requirement. Yes, these two fields will be used based on our requirement. Actually, there is one more important field. It is the checkbox of non-sequential. So what is the important field over here? It is the checkbox of non-sequential. Here we use non-sequential checkbox when we are using the check lot for the manual check processing alone and not for the automatic payment program or the automatic generation of the checks. Now what I'll do is I'll just click on OK button, so that I will maintain the short text for our check lot as check lot 01, and then I'll click on the save button. So we have now created the house bank and created the check lot in SAP. So guys, here we will recall with what we were doing till now. Till now, we were creating the vendor invoice and creating the vendor payment documents in SAP. So that was the end point. We were not creating any documents further. Since we have configured the house bank and the check lot in the system now, what we can do is we can issue the checks against the payment documents which we had generated for the vendors. So guys, let's issue the checks against the payment documents which we had generated for the vendors from the next video.